Hey, folks. Yeah. So, yeah, just a little something to do this afternoon. I gotta make sure. There we go. There we go. Hey, Stephanie. Hi. Hey, David. Hi. Oh, yeah, you can have a beer instead of a cup of coffee. Hi, Tina. Yep. Oh, I just thought, what the heck? I'm going to throw a stream up. I got my regular Sunday night stream, but this afternoon I thought, what the heck? I'm going to I'll just do an hour or two and let the afternoon fly by. Hey, good to see you, Sam. Hey, Step and Dan, good to see you. Yeah, get yourself a cup or a glass of your favorite drink. And yeah, now boy, we got 7 folks in the house already. Thanks, Dave. Got your last cup of tea for the night. Yeah. See, now caffeine doesn't bother me at all. But I don't know why. If I drink tea within a couple hours of trying to call it a night and crash, I ain't getting no sleep. I don't know what it is. Because I can drink the strongest dang coffee all day long, right up till I go to bed, and I'm asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow. But not tea. If I have tea late at night, I can't sleep. Oh, it's 9 in Scotland. Yeah, I figured it was about then. And I thought, what the heck? I'm going to go up, and then some of my European friends, all the folks across the pond, some of them that usually can't make the regular night without it being awful late, might be able to jump in this afternoon and chat for a little while I got the time. And yeah, tea has more caffeine than coffee, but they did they actually did a caffeine stress test on me. That was kind of weird. And they were feeding me tablets that had a lot of caffeine in them, and then they were monitoring my whole metabolism through this process. And they said that my metabolism processes caffeine unusually compared to most people. And that, yeah, that, and my doctor said that tea must just have its way with me, because she told me, have a couple of nice warm cups of tea with some of her honey, because she's a beekeeper, not just a doctor. And she gives me some honey occasionally, and it kept me awake. Sam's drinking tea all day, every day. Hey there, Alexander. Beer has more beer than coffee and tea. Yeah, typically. But sometimes it doesn't have more alcohol. I just know that from past practice that some of my cups of coffee would probably cost you $10 at the bar to get a cup of coffee like that. Tina, yeah. Oh, Sam's having a beer too. So Dave and Sam are each having a beer. Dave's having an afternoon beer, and Sam Gosh, you're having an evening beer. Yeah. Oh gosh. Destination Great Lakes. Travis showing pictures of the snow in his yard today. And he only lives maybe an hour and a half south of me. Um, and we haven't been getting any. We had snow overnight, but nothing stuck at all. And all day it's been little pops of sunshine here and there, but most of the time just gray, nasty, and sleet, mix of rain and freezing rain. Travis is saying, sorry you didn't get to join my impromptu stream this morning. Caden and plain old Chuck filled in for you. I got OBS working again. Yep. I watched your whole stream after the fact. Yeah, I had to run this morning, and then when I got back, I saw that you had just streamed. I just doggone it. You streamed for the amount of time I was pretty much so out of the house. But saw that you got it going. I saw your last post. I went and watched that, gave it a thumbs up. Um, yeah. Old man watching an old World War II war movie. Oh, yeah. You do that too, huh? I like some of the old black and whites. And I know it drives my kids and grandkids crazy, but yeah, I like some of the old black and white war movies, war era movies. Really cold there, Tina? Yeah. Yeah, it's tomorrow. We're supposed to have zero chance of precipitation. So tomorrow, my youngest boy and I are going to we're going to be basically getting the adventure trailer put up for the winter. Gonna get her in a good spot for the winter, and she'll be shut down for the season. Yeah, eventually Travis will remember that Beasley is David. Yeah. Yeah. So, gosh, yeah. It, I'm glad that it's going to be fairly good weather tomorrow because getting that trailer in the yard with all the wet ground is going to be a little tricky. And at least I'll have my youngest boy there to help me kind of get it back in where it belongs and set up for the winter. Oh, Nathaniel, I'm from northern Wisconsin. I'm just a few blocks away from Lake Superior. I can look out my window right over the what they call Schwamigan Bay. Um, yeah, it's a beautiful view out my windows if I don't look down, and because I'm up on the fourth story, if I don't look down, I don't see the city below me because I live in a town that's got about 10,000 people in it, and um, I look out over that at the beautiful scenery. Oh, hi, Samantha, Faith and the Fallens, and good to see you, girl. Yeah, I gotta get. There we go. There, I got the YouTube chat up here so I can keep track a little better. The Because of the delay in StreamYard. Um, uh, I'll have to do that someday. I'll have to do that. Um, Nathaniel, you're from Arkansas. Wow. How's the weather down there? How's the weather down there? People don't talk a lot about Arkansas, but Arkansas is a neat state. I actually, when I was driving truck over the road, I used to like visiting Arkansas. Yeah. Um, don't know where Andy K is. He might be sleeping. There's a couple other streams going on this afternoon that are popping up. I noticed. When I came on, there was only a few, very few. Um, and I thought nobody's streaming. What the heck? I'll do a random and pop it up, um, and then see where it goes. And I see now a couple are starting to pop up, which is typical for Sunday afternoon. People wait till the football games are over here in the U.S. and the afternoon games, and then they start popping their streams up, and that's the thing. That's one thing Travis was asking too, was when's a good time for Travis to stream for Destination Great Lakes, because he wants to set up like a stream schedule. The best bet, Travis, it really is, if you take a look at any competitive type streams, folks that you follow and you got shared audiences and the like, if they have established times and days that it's guaranteed, you might want to schedule just before them, just after them. Don't try to schedule just after me, because you start your stream at midnight. So don't go there. but but if you can't, what you need to do is schedule your streams to fit you. Um, and your audience will come. Your audience will come. I know I share a lot of viewers across a lot of different streams. I mean, if there's nobody, hey, Stefan Dan, yeah, hugs from Wisconsin, man. Minnesota is my home state, so yeah, I got a soft spot for Stefan Dan. um, yeah, yeah, destination. You're snoozing at that time of the night. You betcha. Getting ready for the next busy day. Um, but yeah, you can't. I tried that. I tried to avoid streaming at the same time a lot of the folks I like to follow would stream. I tried to avoid streaming when they did. And then I realized I've got folks I follow. If I only streamed when they didn't, guess what? I'd never stream. I'd never be able to. I have to dovetail. I have to overlap. So, no, your schedule should govern when you stream. Yeah. Old man. Yeah. 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 I totally agree with that. Totally. Hey, running water, my boy. How are you? And where are you? And how's the weather where you're at? It's cool there in Arkansas. Oh, cool. Um, Alexander Singh, gotta get back outside. I'll catch you at the story tonight. Yes. Look forward to seeing you there, Alexander. You have a good day out there. Hi, Aquatic Ness. Hi, hi. Yeah, it's cold here in Wisconsin, isn't it, Travis? Yeah. You know, this is now the weather's getting to be kind of typical, on and off, iffy, slightly warm, cold, rain, snow. Yeah. Welcome to Wisconsin, right? David's got to go. Guess my honey do list ain't done for today. So much for So much for forging. Yeah, yeah. His his next favorite pastime, and yeah, honeydew chores. They add up, don't they? Hey, thanks, David. You have a good afternoon, buddy. Don't work too hard. You work your tail off all week long. Get all the little tedious jobs out of the way. Yeah, honeydew lists are never done. Aquatic Nest has fired up the wood stove yesterday, but nicer today, so didn't start a fire. Oh, I would sure miss the days of a wood stove. Gosh, I just love wood heat. Running water stuck in South Dakota. Broker sent me a load for Saturday morning, but didn't tell the customer I was coming. Oh, sunny and in the 30s there. Wow. 33 degrees there with old man early in the morning. Yeah, I needed to. I'm getting my channel all geared up for winter, all my winter streams. Yeah, nothing compares to wood stove heat. No, no, I totally agree. 37 degrees in Alaska and sunny. You know, I wouldn't complain about that. I actually wouldn't complain about that. See, I can dress for the cold, and if it's not bitter cold, 37 degrees is awesome. That's easy to dress for in my mind, and to be outdoors, especially if the weather's nice, if it's sunny. Yeah, hydronic heat, but I do miss a wood stove. Yeah, for me, for the wood stove, it's the smell and the interaction, I guess you could say, with it. And all the wood stoves I've typically owned, other than my old barrel stoves, um, I could prop the door open. It's just like a fireplace. If I want to sit there, I kick my feet up and read a book. And, yeah, sit around the wood stove and have a nice pot of coffee. I'm sitting on top of that stove cooking, or some other goodie. Yeah, the smell and the interaction. Yeah, it's part of the experience. Yeah. Um, the the one thing is even when I lived in the Sty Shack up out of camp, people would come to the Sty Shack to visit, and they'd go, "All you heat with is wood." And I go, "Yeah, yeah, just wood." And I do 80% of my cooking right on top of a wood stove, on top of a potbelly stove. And they said, "Well," um, they said, "but we can't believe how clean and it is around the stove and your wood rack." And I said, "That's one thing I can't stand. When I put my wood up for the winter, I was real picky about my wood, and I always made sure when it's coming in, by the time it's coming in the cabin, it's pretty clean. And so I usually didn't have much of a mess to deal with. Yeah. Oh, fire view front. Yeah. Oh gosh, I wish I could remember the name of the stove. It was an expensive bugger too, because it was a heatilator type stove with a catalytic converter in it. And, oh, a nice big flat top on it. In this cabin we used to have, and that thing would heat that whole cabin. It was beautiful stove, full glass front on it, just like having a fireplace with a glass door on it. Um, yeah, I love that. Love that stove. Travis heated with nothing but wood for a winter at our old home in Wausau because the furnace went out and I couldn't afford to get it fixed, but I had plenty of wood. Yeah. See, and that was that cabin where we had that really nice stove. Gosh, I wish I could remember the name of that stove. It was a high end bugger. I would never spend that kind of money on a stove ever again. But um, it was actually worth it, because in the 3 winters we were there, that stove had paid for itself over 3 times. It had paid for itself. Um, and we had a excellent high efficiency gas furnace, and I had a 1,500 gallon, big bugger, 1,500 gallon propane tank, so I could fill that bugger up in the fall and never need them to come deliver again until spring if I wanted to run the furnace. Well, we got 1,000 gallons when we moved into the place, and it still had 200 gallons left in it when we moved out a little over 3 years later. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice if they got a glass front. That's where you can watch the fire. Yeah, I was just kind of today. I'm going. You got to get something done, Sty. You got to do something. So I spent better part of the day just working up for the winter for my channel. I'll show you guys a couple of things that are going up. Uh, because this winter I'll be doing a lot of random streams because I'll be stuck indoors most of the time. Um, and I'm just going to show you a few of these pictures here. Um, that'll be one type of stream, a cure for cabin fever. And we'll have evening streams, quiet winter evening with friends. Um, and then this one, of course, occasionally we'll have a cup of coffee, just short little streams. Then let's have a winter's day chat, midday type streams. And then shall we warm up each other on a cold winter evening? So, yeah, you can see I've been playing. So, um, but just trying to get everything worked up to um, so that everything's set up for the winter for the channel. And I measured today the new backdrop for back here, the winter backdrop, which will be going up by the end of the month. Just within the next 2 weeks, that's going to be going up. But I got to get myself over to Walmart or a hardware store or online and order some more clips, because that new backdrop is 9 feet across, and it's going to just barely fit in this studio area I have. It's going to take up quite a bit of room. It's 9 feet by, I believe it's either 5.5 or 6 feet. So it's a huge winter scene tapestry. Um, Heck, I'll be able to push my camera way the heck out, and you'll still have scenery. But yeah, just part of the YouTube experience. Um, the Oh yeah, when you get a nice slow burn and you got the flames are just nice. What I really loved is I burned, I would say 60% of the wood I burnt was maple. Um, the remainder, 2/3 of the remainder of the wood that I burned was oak, and then a little bit of birch. But you start mixing that maple in with the oak and the birch, and you get beautiful flames. You get a lot of blue and orange and red flames. So a real picturesque fire. Um, where with a conventional wood stove without a glass front, you don't get to see those nice fires. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Travis. Yeah, my Hey, Nicole, hi. Here we go. We got him coming in from France. Awesome. Great to see you, bud. The yeah, my boy Running Water, he just got a awesome a set of studio equipment with all the full backdrops. He's got the non-reflective background, the black, the green screen. I don't know if he's got blue screen in there, but he's got all that, and they're pull down backdrops for you so that you can run green screen without an issue, and you can just fold it up, stand it in the corner out of the way if you want your studio to be right in the middle of your living room or a bedroom or wherever you want it. You got that backdrops right there to be able to run green screen. Um, and he's got all the studio lights and everything, the big umbrella lights and all that. And he said he got almost double of everything, and he says he doesn't need all that stuff. So when he gets home this next time, he's going to go through that, and he's going to donate to my channel some lighting equipment, which ought to be interesting. Yeah, because right now my lighting is just a pole lamp I have here and a ceiling lamp that's about 12, 14 feet away from me. And my picture window, if I open the curtains, I get a lot of natural light. Otherwise, that's all the lighting I have. Yeah, some people, yeah, Travis, he got himself a really neat set up there. I don't know what he invested in it. I don't think it was terribly expensive, but it was well worth the money kind of deal. Good. I looked at some of it. Still in the boxes. There's 2 boxes. I I opened one up and I was looking at it, digging around, being that he's going to give me some of it. And it's all well made equipment. And I mean the lighting will be nice because you can soft light or bright light. You got all the adjustment in the world with those lights, and they don't look like they're going to be cumbersome to use for because my studio's in my living room. Yeah, yeah, that's where I'm shopping. All right. uh, the but I'm just like today, and today is another good example. Yesterday was so good. I got around no problem. Everything was going slick all day yesterday. And I get out of bed this morning and my God, I could barely put any weight on my right ankle. That dang ankle does not want to heal up. And you would think it would be better in the morning than it would be later in the day after using it all day. But no, it's the opposite. If I don't get up and keep moving around, oh boy, that bugger, it's like it goes downhill instead of uphill. It doesn't get better sitting still and keeping it up. It's like it gets weaker. So yeah, I got my exercise bands here, and I'm starting to do some rotation and pressure exercises with it, because I got to have that puppy. Even if I can't get in any serious snowshoeing this year, I'm going to live with it because I want that ankle in good shape for next season. Yeah, Travis says, "Oh, that stinks that you're still having problems with your ankle." I rolled mine back playing basketball with my students last winter, and it still twinges from time to time if I don't use it. Yeah, that's the issue. And I broke that same ankle 30 some years ago, broke it pretty good, and didn't require any pins or anything, but I would occasionally have problems with it, and it's always, that ankle has always been weak after that break, and yeah, Sty just not being too sharp is what caused this last one. Yeah, you don't walk through that. You just don't walk through brush where you cannot see the forest floor. Even I had a great headlamp on. I could see, but I couldn't see the forest floor because of all the brush that I was walking through. And that was just foolishness. I could have just walked another 12 feet over to the trail and taken the trail into camp instead of cutting through the brush. My fault. Oh, thanks, Travis. Remind folks to hit the thumbs up. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. I got 12 thumbs up already. That's awesome. I and for an unscheduled random stream, I never expect a lot. Oh, 13. Wow. Yeah, I got to jump back and forth to look at YouTube to see the thumbs up count. But thanks, Tina. Thank you. Thank you. Um, but yeah, winter months come, and work doesn't go away. Folks still gotta work their 8 to 5s. And I tell you what, though, there's folks nowadays, yeah, they're working 12, 14-hour days. And so I figure I'm going to just have a lot of random streams like this one. I just get together and we'll chat for a while, have a cup of coffee or so, and then move on. And so I figure that's the way I'm going to go through the winter, is just have a lot of time together with whoever's available, and for folks that are just looking for something to help fill in their day, and I want to, I want to do them for, I don't want folks to feel that they've got to be there kind of thing, that, Sty's every day he's going to do this, and I got to be there. No, I don't want people feel that obligated. I want them to feel that I'm going to be up often enough that they can jump in. That the odds are every couple of days they'll have the opportunity to hop in for a while and catch up with everybody. And yeah, I think it'll be fun this winter. We'll do our best to make it fun. I have to do a snow day collab this summer when school is canceled and we can visit with whoever wants to join us. Oh, you meant this winter? Yeah, I was going to say this summer. I don't want a snow day this summer. Yeah, if you have a snow day, man, let me know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll definitely do that. Hey, Native Grammy. Hey, sweet girl. Gosh, it's good to see you. Good to see you. If I don't see Native Grammy on occasion out and about, I always wonder about her. She's such a workaholic, that girl. How's the weather out there in Oregon, girl? Yeah. Aw, she says. I tell you what, folks, I really doubt there's anybody in here that doesn't know Native Grammy. But I tell you what, if you don't, you need to get over to her channel, get to know her. Um, there's her giggle and her laugh. Just, I mean, it just, I could see having her around me a lot. because she's she's just one of those soft-spoken, wonderful kind of people that you just, yeah, yeah. Cold, freezing at night, got a tiny bit of snow. It's coming, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, Ridgetop, good to see ya. I'm doing good. Good to see. Good to see you. Uh, um. Yeah, Travis, it was good to see plain old Chuck get on your panel today for that little bit. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. He definitely is having that. Somehow he's ending up with YouTube in the background. That's where he's getting his echo from. That's definitely the issue. Um, but he just needs to twerk, and he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Hey, Grammy, it's right now for me. It's rain and sleet, mix of rain and freezing rain and sleet. Nothing on the ground. Um, and Destination Great Lakes, Travis, he's about an hour and a half south of me. They've been getting snow. Now, inland around me, I know has been getting snow, and I could see out over the lake looking out towards what we call the Barrens. It was snowing up in the Barrens. So tomorrow, if I get my trailer put up for the winter and everything goes good over at my boys and we get things squared away and I got time, I'm going to head out to the Barrens and take a peek, see how much snow we're getting up there. The problem is once the snow really sets in, then we've got hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of square acres all over the place out there that you can't get to. You're not getting in there unless you're on a snowmobile. You'll be able to get in on ATVs till probably the first part of December, but then after that, it's just you're right down to snowmobiles, which I don't have. Yeah, I hate freezing rain too. This old boy fall right on his rear end. That freezing rain will get me. Yeah, and at this stage, it's looks like it's gonna end up. I'll probably announce it towards the end of November, but at this point, it looks like I'm going to be doing some kind of a Christmas Day live stream special for folks that I mean, there's a lot of folks that don't have anything to do on Christmas Day, and it's open to it'll be open to everybody, but the real core purpose is to get folks together on a holiday where they typically wouldn't get out, wouldn't be able to visit friends and the like, and I'll be home for Christmas this year. Um, my youngest boy said that him and I are probably going to make a trip down to my daughter's sometime around Christmas, not on Christmas proper. So I'll probably have one or two of my boys come over Christmas Eve if they're available, but otherwise Christmas days it'll just be me. Okay, Travis has to duck out. If you're still going when I get back from the school forest, an hour maybe, I'll pop back in. Have fun, everyone. Nice to see you. Well, yeah, it's always nice to see you, Travis. And enjoy your trip out there to the school forest. And I don't know. I got to shut this down at 5 p.m. my time. So that's an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, I do have to shut it down at 5 no matter what. Um, as long as there's folks in the house, I'll keep it going till then. But I need a couple hours before my Sunday night stream. This time I'm going to make sure to eat something before I get going on the stream tonight. Yes, sir. We will see each other, Travis. You know that. Wife wants mashed taters for supper. But what's going with them? What's going with them taters? I made myself a loaf of monkey bread yesterday. Should never have done it. Should never have done it. You know how much sugar is in monkey bread? And brown sugar, butter, caramelized. Yeah, 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 yeah. Guess what? There's none left. In 24 hours, I ate that whole loaf of monkey bread. I checked my blood sugars a couple hours ago, and they're little high, but not much. And I was just amazed with all that monkey bread I ate. Holy God! I couldn't quit. I couldn't quit. I'd break off a half a dozen pieces, put them in a small bowl, and I sat here watching YouTube, or I had a movie I watched last night, and eat a half dozen pieces, and an hour later, right back in there, grab a half dozen more. Before I knew it, I ate that whole loaf. Yeah, I was gonna get some beef stew going today, um, but I told myself, I looked in my kitchen and going, after I made that monkey bread yesterday and a couple days worth of dishes, and I'm looking at it. I don't like a kitchen that's not everything's washed and put away, And I looked at it this morning. I'm going, nope. You don't get to fix any nice meals until you clean your kitchen, Sty. So actually, at 5 o'clock, old Sty's going to be in the kitchen, being domestic, get all my dishes and pots and pans all done and put away, and then probably have myself a couple of sandwiches for supper. I'm hoping for a break in the weather one day, and that we don't have too much snow, and I can get out and do at least one spam recipe out in the woods that I like to do. Um, Everybody else doing their spam videos, and I never got one done. So I'm thinking I better get out there and do one. So yeah, I tell you what, I don't know which of you folks were over there for Travis's last, not his stream today, but his one prior. I was there with him on a panel, and folks started popping up um, to get on the panel, and we saw that in the backstage that Plano Chuck was there. Well, we were both excited. That cool, because Chuck's trying so hard to be able to get on panels and stream with us. And so we were excited. Travis pulled him up onto the panel, and it was plain old Chuck. Boom. All of a sudden, Chuck's gone, and there's this dirty, nasty thing going on. Oh man. That's to me, that's so much worse than a regular troll, because it was so nasty, and got him off the screen as quick as possible. Travis had to go back and edit after the stream was done to get rid of it. But um, the thing is people can come up in the back stage, and what they do is they'll go and they'll cut a video clips off of somebody's channel. They'll use that person's name as their name in StreamYard and have that video clip up and running so that you can see, oh, that's so and so. You pull them up, and as soon as they're pulled up on the live panel where the audience can see them, then they switch to something nasty. And so now we're I will be doing that too. Is if I invite somebody up on the panel, I'll have to have either their email or have them on Facebook, so that we can contact each other, so I can get them the link, because I won't publicly post the links anymore up in the chat because of that. We're starting to see a lot of that happening on channels. Hey, Rod, good to see ya. Did someone say coffee? Yes, of course. I've got mine. Grab yours. Hey, Shalano. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Great to see you this afternoon. Yeah. Yep, it's just um yeah, Chuck. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Poor Chuck was over in the chat, and when we saw him pop up in the backstage, we were so, like I said, so excited, and pulled him up, and then there were all of a sudden, boom, there's this porn. And Chuck's over in the chat. That ain't me. That's not me. I'm here. No, it's not me. Oh, we knew it wasn't Chuck. You'd never see something like that come from Chuck. And and we were just, yeah. Well, it taught us a hard lesson to make sure that people get sent the link, that we don't just publicly post it anymore. The yeah, yeah, Chuck says, "Darn, I missed it." Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. For 99.9% of us, we all that did see it were wish we had missed it. I felt so bad for Travis. I mean, Travis is new; he's just getting going, and to have that pop up on his stream so early in his channel life, to all of a sudden have that happening. And and I hate to say it, but that's a risk we take when we, especially a rover like me. I rove around a lot of people's streams, and I jump in, say hi everybody, I'm here, and I get to chatting with everybody. And then you get a troll in there, and I learned I don't make the fatal. If I'm a mod for that channel, I get on there and I'll can that troll right away if I can beat somebody else to doing it. But I found if I say something to the troll, I can count on it. Within the next 2 streams, I got that dang troll over in my channel. So a lot of times when you're visiting other people's channels, sometimes you bring trolls home with you that you don't want. Yeah. Steaks on the grill, eh, Chuck? Oh, that sounds good. Medium rare for me, Chuck. Yeah, and Ron says, well done. Yeah, I'm a medium rare kind of guy. I like it. I like it nice and pink in the center. I don't want it blood red. I want it just nice and pink. And I used to, God, when I was a much younger man, I'd get cast iron frying pan just hotter than sin. Take a nice sirloin steak, season it, throw it in that frying pan, and give it about 30 to 40 seconds. Flip that sucker over and pull it off of there. And all I wanted I wanted it nice and hot through. Didn't have to be cooked in the center at all. I mean, as long as I want that heat to go through, and I want it seared really nice. but I don't eat them that way anymore. Yeah, everybody used to always say, yeah, you're just eating a sunburnt cow, and so I, I, I reeled myself back to medium rare. It definitely, pink, just not bloody. Oh, but I'm a steak lover too. I'm a steak lover too. I in fact, I'm thinking that I go do some grocery shopping later this week. My retirement payday is next Wednesday. Well, this coming Wednesday. So that's when Sty goes out and treats himself, gets certain things that are kind of special for the month for food. We got a local meat market here that they got the best meats. And I'm gonna go get there and go over there, and what they'll do for me is I hand pick a nice big sirloin roast, and then they'll cut that roast into steaks for me, and then they'll individually wrap them up for me. So I'll have 8 or 10 nice sirloins in the freezer, get me through the month. Unless they're having a special on New York strips again. Yep. Yeah, that's another thing I was working on most of the morning. That's what I'm working on a what if budget. Um, if I decide the end of next summer that I'm going to go ahead and move out of this apartment, move my things into a storage unit, blah, 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 and just hit the road with the adventure trailer. If the adventure trailer is all tricked out and done, and I'm ready to hit the road, I just may be doing that. And so that's what I've been doing. Did most of the morning this morning is working out. Um, I have every intention of following the weather and exploring parts of the country. Running around the U.S. If my budget appears to be able to support it, which so far it's looking good. It's looking pretty good. Um, that's exactly what I'll be doing. My biggest investment will be able to have a good enough systems put together for uploading and live streaming while I'm traveling around the country. So I've been looking at it, and there's so many options. There's so many options. So I'll get it squared away, because I don't want to take that trip um, without. Oh, you're buffering? Is anybody else buffering? Yeah, Rod said, if I get it rare by mistake, I won't send it back, but prefer well done. I've had a couple that were just a little too rare for me anymore. Like I said years ago, it wouldn't have mattered, um, but yeah, I send them back. I send them back. I tell them I tell them I understand the mistake, and I've never had a cook or chef get mad at me for sending it back. Um, I'll just tell them, have them throw it back on there for about 2 minutes, and then I'll take it as it comes back. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Even with my internet speed and my system as strong as it is, I've been on streams, watching streams, and gotten some lag and thought, well, what in the heck? What's with the buffering? And because nobody else was experiencing it. And yeah, old man says, I couldn't believe how much this restaurant wanted for a Maine lobster dinner for two. $110 for the dinner. We didn't have lobster. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. There you go, Chuck. That sounds good. Get it on a plate. Start chowing. uh, and it all, what's really odd is at home, I fix steak. I'll fry myself up a couple of nice steak. I love Heinz 57. Plain simple Heinz 57. I love it. I just love it. Okay. I go out in the woods. I don't put nothing on my meat. It always tastes awesome just the way it is. I just don't need to add anything. But at home, I like to. Hello, Barry's Visions. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll never forget when I took my ex-wife. Actually, we weren't even married yet. Took her out on a date to a sort of high-end restaurant. It was pretty high-end. And they had lobster on a special, in a sense, that night. I said, both of us would like the lobster dinners. And they go, well, I had ordered, she had ordered lobster, right? The lobster special, the dinner. Got to me and I said, yeah, I'll have the same. I'll have lobster dinner. And they said, separately from her? I said, well, no, that's on the same tab, but yeah, she wants lobster dinner. I want the lobster dinner. And she says, the waitress said, so one for each of you. I said, yes. They brought them out and they were over 2 pounds apiece. They were huge lobsters. They were huge. And now we're talking 1975. And as I recall, it was like $24.95 a piece. So $50 for a huge lobster and all the sides you could dream of. Yeah, times have changed. Time to check on those potatoes. Oh, yeah. Rod puts pepper on his steak. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. If you got a good piece of meat and it's cooked well, there's a lot of flavor without adding much to it. See, now that I'll do. I have to admit, when I'm out cooking a steak on a campfire, a little bit of salt, a little bit of cracked pepper on it, and yeah. Oh, I see somebody joining the Sty Shack over on Facebook. That's nice. The 50 as usual now. Yeah. The last time I actually ordered lobster, and that was a pretty good sized tail. It was about a pound, but the whole dinner for just me, just for one person, was $50. Rod likes a little food with his pepper. I love it. Some folks, I've known some real pepper hounds, boy. They just like to put that. They just keep putting that old pepper. Just like some folks I've seen with salt. It's just like, oh my God. they would put so much salt on their food, and I'm just like, holy God. For me, that's 2 months worth of salt you just put on that one meal. Yeah. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, I'll be over. Anybody new that ever pops up into Sty streams, I always your channel gets put in an upper tab, and after I finish my stream, I go and check them out, and if they've got anything that's the slightest interest to me, they get supported. You betcha they do. I love your banner. That scenery is beautiful. But yeah, I'll be over there after this. Yeah. Well, thank you, Barry. You can live without the salt. I, the only for me, I just put enough, just a very small amount of salt on, because it does help the flavor pop a little bit. But well, hello, the Cobra Roll. Good to meet you. Welcome to the Sty Shack. We're just busy having a cup of coffee. Do I like fishing? I love fishing, and I didn't get to fish as much this year as I wanted. But boy, oh boy, I tell you, I'm sure looking for next year. Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Cobra. How about yourself? The I did get to do a little fishing this year. Our weather here all summer, we had a rough summer this year, really rough summer, and I only got my kayak in the water, I think, 5 or 6 times this whole summer. Um, and I'm retired, so if the opportunity was there, I sure tried to get out there. And yeah, only got to fish about 5, 6 times with kayaking and shoreline. I I love to fish. Oh, okay, yeah, Barry, yeah, definitely next year. That's the way to think of it too. Definitely, it's happening. Yeah, I'm looking for next year. If I'm going to be on the road at the end of next year, that means that there won't be any fishing late season, very late season. But if I go out on my intentions, if all goes well, I will be out traveling around the country after late summer next year. I'll be traveling around the country for indefinite until I can't do it anymore, kind of thing. Rod says, "Me too, Sty. Was tired yesterday and I'm tired again today." Yeah. Barry's saying I had thyroid cancer this year, so I couldn't get out this year. Oh, man, Barry. Oh, man, my heart goes out for you, man. So it was it caught on a timely fashion? You're going to be doing well, I hope. Had, yes, yes, love that. Yeah, Rod, you're right on. Might do a bit of pike fishing through the winter. Yeah, I wish if I still had my winter gear, I'd be out there. Hey, PJ, I've got almost half a cup left in here. I'm gonna go for another. Oh gosh, be 50 minutes or so. I I got to wrap this up at the 2 hour mark, right on the button. I have to shut down at 5 o'clock p.m. my time here in Wisconsin. Um, Oh, David, I can have you running in the background. Thank you. That's great, Dave. See, now that's what I'm going to be doing midsummer next year. Knock on wood, it's, all the best laid plans. But right now, that's a hard plan. It'd take an awful lot to change that. But midsummer, I'm going to be making a Canada run. I'm going to run across the UP of Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, crossing at Sault Ste. Marie into Canada. And I got some folks that I want to meet up with in Ontario and Quebec. And then I'm coming down into Maine. And I got a bunch of folks in Maine to visit, all YouTubers. And then from Maine, I'm heading to Pennsylvania. And I'm going to meet up with Alexander over in Pennsylvania. And there's a couple of folks I might meet up with in Indiana. And then back up into Wisconsin. And then I'll probably be home for a month and a half. And that's when I'll be making my firm decision whether I'm loading up the full rig, because I'm making that trip just in my truck. But when I make the final decision, then I'll have the adventure trailer attached to the truck and heading south before the winter hits again here. Barry says, got half removed and told I'm fine, but can only hope it is and does not come back. Thanks. Hard getting the medication right now, but yeah, doing good as I can be. Well, yeah. And I like what PJ said. Yeah. Prayers and blessings to you. That's great, though. That's great. But getting the medication, yeah. Oh, that's, yeah. Hey, our Conklin's in the house. Great to see you. 68 there in North Carolina today. Oh, Lordy. Yeah. Maybe this time next year I'll be able to swing down your way and visit, actually see you. Because if I head south, that's one thing I want to do is I want to head down through the Carolinas and Georgia and then work my way over to Texas and probably winter it out in Texas or New Mexico. I have family down that way. Or head up into Nevada. I'm not sure. We'll see. 66 in West Virginia. Wow, that's nice. Dave says, one condition, Uncle Sty, that I can have one of your lives running in the background of my next forging video. That's, yeah. About 10 minutes from I-77. Wow, that's actually convenient. Cool. Yeah, Barry, Scotland. Oh, Lordy, I tell you, if I could get to Scotland, I'd love it. PJ's in Georgia. Would love to give you a coffee and a hug. Oh, PJ, thank you. And yeah, it's a long time between now and this time next year. And we all have to stay in touch, especially the folks in the US that I can actually get to. And I'm going to have an open itinerary other than weather. It's going to be the seasons that determine where I am. I do have to get back to Wisconsin the following year, but all all next late summer and fall and winter, I'm going to be down in the southern regions. And then once winter's breaks, then I head back north. I want to, that following year, then I want to take the Rocky Mountain trek all the way up through the Rockies, some of my old stomping grounds in the northern Rockies. I want to go see Native Grammy over in Oregon. And then I'm going to head back east, hit Wisconsin, and see all my friends in Wisconsin again. And then once winter's on me again, I head back down south again. Yeah. Huh. Near Savannah? Yeah. I tell you what, the coffee will taste just as good in Savannah, PJ. And the hug will be just as welcome. Hey, Ludwig, good to see you. Yeah, our Conklin, that's, I did that, but I had a family of 6 at the time. We did that back in the early 80s, well, mid 80s. Sold off everything, virtually everything, and moved ourselves to northwestern Montana. So it's not like it would be something unusual for me. Rod saying, awesome, I'm 25 minutes away from it, 10 from 64. Wow. I'm trying to remember which video it was, Jerry. Was that the one on Facebook? I'm going to take a peek over here quick. I'm pretty sure I did. Um, I'm taking a peek here, see if there's. Um, or did you send it to my email? Oh, no, I haven't seen that yet. I gotta see it. Yeah, I. Oh, you did live in Wisconsin for a while, many years. That's cool. Yeah, the Rockies are beautiful. The Rockies are beautiful. I love it. Yeah, Ontario Bigfoot. Yeah, I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Yeah. How did you, um, how did you send it to me? Um, was a culture shock coming from Miami to Wapaka, Wisconsin. Oh, I bet at first. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Oh, Rod lived in Valdez, North Carolina for nearly 2 years. Hike with Mike. Awesome. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, poor Hike with Mike. You're coming into the tourist season, aren't you? See, that's one of the issues I have up here is the tourist season. Yeah, Dave. Yeah. Oh, you betcha. I would not get to Ontario without seeing you and Dennis. You betcha. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll find it. I'll find it, Jerry. Yeah. Ready to be mashed, eh, old man? Get to mashing. I like that, David. Haha, Mike, you're the man. Yeah. Oh, J- January, April is when all the Yankees are flooding the state. Yeah. I'll never forget down in Tampa when I think I did a Sty story. I don't know if I did or not, but yeah, we got chewed out by the hotel manager because we broke into their swimming pool and he told us to get the hell out of there because the pool was closed for the winter. I could, and we're like, we're from Wisconsin, you goofball. This is beautiful. And he says, he's telling us, you're crazy. It's only 70 degrees. We said, yeah, yeah. Lake Superior is the coldest lake in North America. I mean, so, if it was 60 degrees and the water was 50 degrees, we would feel kind of at home. Yeah. Yeah, them darn Yankees. Yeah, yeah. You know, and that's the thing is I any nice temperate tropical type climate, boy, it attracts the big money. Yeah. And next thing you know, you got tourists up the Yang Yang. Oh, you were out swamp talking today. Good. Jerry saying bone chilling cold. Yeah. There you go, PJ. Yeah. His swamp talks are absolutely awesome. They're great. They're great. The and I could tell right from the beginning when I first started following Mike that he's a lot like me, I think, in a sense. I get out in the outdoors and I'll talk and I'll be on a hike or I'll be somewhere special and I'm talking away doing a video. But what folks don't realize is that little piece that I'm giving you is nothing compared to all of the time that there is not a word said, and it's just I'm out there just being one with the outdoors, loving every minute of it, and and I do a little bit of video work so I can share it with folks, but otherwise, yeah. Oh yeah, our Conklin, yeah, 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 yeah. Out in friends of mine that are still out in northwestern Montana, there's still some reasonable properties out there, but I'm just not at this stage not investing in any solid ground anymore. Chuck says, guy told me once Yankees are like hemorrhoids. If they come down and go back up, it's no problem. But it's when they stay down there's a problem. Yeah. Oh yeah. The tree trimming video. Yeah, Dave. Yep. PJ says it was my dad's family that started the swamp buggy races in Naples, Florida from the beginnings. Wow. Wow. See, and that was a grassroots home thing. Um, Hey, Chuck, you following me? Great to see you out and about. It was awesome seeing you two guys over there supporting Destination Great Lakes, supporting Travis over there. It was awesome seeing you folks there. Yeah. Yeah. Chuck's keeping an eye on you. Oh, really, old man? Yeah. Down there in Rico for 4 years. Wow. Yeah, I kind of missed my days working with working with the Native American tribes. I Because I was in high finance and a lot of it revolved around gaming. I was in Tampa, oh, 6 or 8 times a year, and I used to go down to the St. Petersburg dog track all the time. I knew the owner, primary owner, controlling interest in the dog track quite well. Him and I worked together on some Indian gaming investments, and I'd go to the dog track almost every time I traveled down there. Yeah. Um, Jerry's saying, I'm on your side with the clear cut. I did residential and commercial trees for over 30 years. What a waste. That's BS. Yeah. Yeah, Jerry, I was so on a teeter totter on whether I was going to put that video up or not, just because I just didn't want the drama that might come with it. But then I told myself, you know what? I, I I'm so firm on my position with mismanagement of our forests that to not put it up, for me, it's spitting in my own eye to not put it up. Um, and like I said in the video, I was in that industry for a while. I did thinning contracts and some timber harvest contracts out in northwestern Montana and Idaho. And we would never leave Slash like that. We had, and I turned down all except one contract with the Bureau of Land Management and the Forest Service, um, where we left timber on the ground like that, where it was just going to go to waste, where nobody would have access to it, and or they were going to burn it in place. And I'm just totally against what they're doing. Mike says, I had to conjure my inner Yankee today. I went to my friend's pub. I wanted to watch the NASCAR race. Some guy got mad when I turned on the race. I said, simmer down, cool breeze. It's delegatus. Enough said. Good for you. He was from New York City, where I was born, and was shocked at my response because it was a typical New York response. We ended up having a good time after that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Well, I used to always say when I hauled freight into New York, if you didn't get a good New York style insult in a day, that was an insult. Because a good old fashioned New York step on your toes insult is a compliment. It's a compliment. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and that's it. Is you know if you behave like a good New Yorker outside of New York and you behave that way all the time, then you stand out like a sore thumb. But when in New York, do as the New Yorkers. Because I tell you what, I mean, it's just, they talk the talk and walk the walk. It's just, yeah, no getting around it. Yeah, if someone didn't bring up your mother, you had to figure they must be mad at you. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, I learned that in New York all the years I hauled freight in there that insults are actually a gauge or a thermometer of your personality and of your ability to get beyond that superficial part of it. If you're so easily insulted, yeah, we don't need you here. We don't need you here. That's great. Yep, yep, Mike, that's it. Right. Insults are actually compliments in New York because if someone's not insulting you, then that they don't like you, they don't trust you. That's why they got nothing to say to you. Otherwise, if they're good with you, they're going to throw insults at you. That's just the nature of things. And once a person learns that, then they feel complimented. I always felt complimented. Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. New Yorkers. I tell you what. David saying Uncle Sty. Just wanted to point out that in my last tagging video of what motivates you, I knew you were going to be the one to make folks look at what they do and why they do it. All in all, falling. Eh, You know, I yeah, fall in love with what they do all over again. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot. There, the motivation to me, it's like it's under a thin layer of sand, and you have to wipe that away once in a while. Wipe that sand away, and see what that motivation that's hidden is, because the motivations are really there. It's just that we don't let them surface. Um, it's an expression of camaraderie to toss back and forth insults. And yes, yes, absolutely. And like Mike said, once you get a nickname, then you're treated like family. That's it. They'll tag you. They'll tag you. Yep. Well, thanks, Dave. Yeah, I mean, I, you know, and that's it. Is I kind of felt bad not tagging specific individuals, but I've gotten two folks that did their motivational, what motivates them videos off of saying, "Hey, I'm tagging out all of you." you know, and I don't didn't do it to obligate anybody, but um, I was hoping that tagging everybody would motivate a few. Yeah, and that's what I like to do, David. Thanks for the compliment. I mean, I I it doesn't matter what a person what it is. If there's something that they really in their hearts would like to do, if they can find the inspiration through somebody else or something, the that's wonderful, because that inspiration then will give them some motivation to do what their heart tells them to do. Um, so many people set aside the loves of their life, things they really want to accomplish and do. They set those things aside for the world, for society. Um, yeah, sometimes you do have to be. And my kids heard it enough from me, because I always said, there are days, there are times you do have to be selfish. Because if you're not selfish with yourself, be able to say, hey, I can only give so much to the world and society. I need to be selfish. I need to concern myself with myself. People have to realize that's the only, to be selfish, that's the purest and the most right form of selfishness you can have. No birds, eh, Travis? Dave says I was going to tag Mike, but I had my 3. I should have done 4. Screw it, Mike. I'm tagging you now. Okay, old man says, I'm eating a late dinner. I went snorkeling at this one nice beach. When I was about to go to shore, I noticed a wedding party going on, so I got 14 more lobster and invited myself to their party. Oh, what motivates you to hike and do your videos? There you go. There you go. And Mike is so naturally motivational to start with. Got one yesterday, huh, Travis? PJ says, got to get my trial recipe of French peach and coconut cake out of the oven. Have missed being around friends on YouTube, having to get a brace to hold up my head where my old polio is taking over. Oh. Well, if the brace helps, more power to you. More power to you. And that fresh peach and coconut cake sounds terribly good. I got all the fixings to make an apple pie, a homemade apple pie. It's all in there. Till Sty cleans his kitchen, he don't get no apple pie. Travis is... Oh, okay. Dave's got to go back to work. Understand, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, we got about 25 minutes before I have to shut down here. Um, Travis is saying, yep, we're trapping ruffed grouse to study how they respond to habitat changes we're making at the school forest. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Are you just using box type live traps for them? Yes, PJ. PJ says, see you all again soon. I hope. Much love. Take care. See ya. It was wonderful having you here, PJ. Thank you. Oh, and the cake is sugar free. Oh, you're just rubbing it in, girl. uh, yeah, I got the apples and I got the crust all set. I gotta just do my dang dishes so I can make myself that nice apple pie. Yep, live traps with drift fencing in between them. They walk into the fence and then turn and walk into the live trap. Then we weigh, sex, and age them before putting a tracking collar on them. Fun. Chuck used to raise bobwhites. Now, a buddy of mine, he had a really nice game bird operation going on his place, and we were raising pheasants, grouse, quail, chuckers, and it was fun because I told him, I said I love it because he's got Mike considers himself tagged. That's good. But yeah, I told him, I said I love your bird operation, and he goes, well, I ain't making much money because he was selling birds off, you know. And I said, well, because of all the private hunts we're having, you know, we go over there and he'd release 20 pheasants or 30 pheasants and a bunch of quail and a few grouse. And we might take 4 or 5 birds out of, he'd release 50 and we might get 4 or 5 birds. All them other birds are out there. It was just hilarious. I told him, I said, you keep that area so well stocked in birds. Old man, yeah. The, the wedding party. I had a great time. Evening got even got dance with the bride. I tell you what, yeah, I've gone to a couple parties like that. I don't know nobody. Got to know a lot of people though. Had a great time. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That fire kit, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Oh yeah, Michael do a great video on what motivates him. Hi, Glory McNay. Hello, hello. Yeah, I got another 20 minutes I'm going to be streaming. So I, you know, this has been a wonderful afternoon. I got my regular stream tonight, the Sty Story Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Um, tonight's Sty Stories. I think some folks will get a kick out of it. No, the notification hasn't gone up yet. No, Rod. It'll go up about an hour before this stream. My notifications usually go up about an hour before the stream. Um, Nibel's got to go. We'll see you, Nibel. Thank you so much for being here, all the way from France. I mean, wonderful having you here. Yeah, it'll be a wonderful evening because I get to spend it with a lot of good, wonderful folks. Thanks, Glory, for letting folks know to thumbs up the stream. That's wonderful of you. Thank you. Yeah, the background is just it's a tapestry and it never got ironed like it should. I've got a new one going up by the end of the month. Within 2 weeks it'll be going up. And it's the winter scenery. Yeah. Okay, Chuck. Hey, you enjoy yourself and we'll see you later tonight. Our conclave. Yeah. Nap time. There you go, Rod. Yeah, ring the bell, ring the bell. And now they got it so when you go to ring the bell, you got to say all. Otherwise, any of the other options, you might get the notification or you may not. But, you got to say all posts. Otherwise, they skip a lot of them. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard. Yeah. Yeah, I used to use OBS, um, and then I'm not tech savvy enough to mess with OBS anymore. I just don't. I was marrying in Hangouts into OBS so I could have people up on a panel, and I was ending up with so many hiccups and interrupted streams, and um, I I just opted out of using OBS anymore, and just I was using Hangouts for a few streams, and then I decided to try StreamYard. I did some test streams with Zoom, and Zoom just doesn't fit what I want to do. So I opted to go with StreamYard, and there you go, Rod. Travis is. Um, oh, I don't know if Travis is jumping or not. Chuck. Oh, well, Chuck is. So he's saying later to Travis. Yeah. Okay. 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 I get it, you guys. No, he's still here. He's still here. Travis is still here. I had to back think that statement later, Travis. I had to back think that. No, it's Chuck that's got to jump. Yeah, yeah. I um I had someone ask me the other day if I take them in a group out to Lost Creek Falls, and I told them, I said, well, it all depends on who the group is. And I told them, I said, not this time of year, I won't take you out there. I told them, I said, I'll take you out late spring. Late spring. We'll find a dry spell this spring, and then I'll take them out. They're all seniors. They're all over 60 years old. They said, well, they're all in good shape, and they can handle the easier hikes. And this, I said, well, that's the issue. Is now this time of year they're getting down into the falls, the trail to the top of the hill before you go down through the river banks, the creek banks to get to the falls. That trail is good. I said they can get far enough to hear the falls, but I said I'm afraid if it's a group of elderly that the falls will be from the elderly falling down that dang trail. I told him, I said, I got, and when I'm in tip top shape without a bum ankle, I got to take it easy down that trail. So, and I asked how many, and they said 8 of them. I said, we'll do it. We'll do it late spring. So yeah. The Yeah, we'll be wrapping it up in about 15 minutes here. Um, oh, yeah, yeah. That's the thing too. Is um, the any ads that run. There's times where you can pop into a StreamYard stream and you won't see any front end ads or any midstream ads or anything, even though they're monetized. And then And then other times, same stream, and boom, yeah, the ads are there. Yeah. Yeah, because technically, StreamYards is all they're doing is they're like they're like OBS. They in that sense, is all they're doing is that they're providing the stream to YouTube. The stream is actually being run, is being broadcasted publicly through YouTube. Um, so yeah, StreamYard's just a stream service. Um, your honeydew list doesn't seem like work when you're in the background. Uh, thanks, Dave. Uh, if I can help you make your honeydew work a little easier, oh Lord, a buddy of mine. This is no kidding. You bringing that up, Dave? I got to say this, David. Um, a buddy of mine down in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Um, he he was one of these guys that couldn't keep a job for more than one or two paychecks, and he had so many different jobs, and I kind of lost track of him. We lost track of each other for the longest time, and then we ran into each other. This is a couple of years ago, and I um, I, I got a hold of him. I said, let's meet up at this local cafe and have coffee. He says, okay. So we got there and we are having coffee. And he says, I don't have long. And he says, I got maybe an hour. He says, and I got to get going because I got a lot I got to get done today. And I said, well, what do you do now? And he hands me a business card. And it was called Gary's Honeydew. That's his business name, Gary's Honeydew. So I started reading the card a little more. On the back, he had all kinds of info. He does honeydew jobs for other guys' honeys. He said, I am so damn busy. I am so busy. And I said, how long have you been doing this? He says, 3 years now. I said, really? I said, how's it going? He says, I'm turning 6 figures a year. I go, what? He goes, oh, I'm not kidding you. He says, I get phone calls from both men and women. I get phone calls from guys saying, oh, my wife, she insists that I wash all of the windows from the outside of the house. She's got the inside. She wants me to wash all the windows on the outside. I want to go fishing with my buddies. There's no way I can get them windows done. What will you charge me? Come over and wash all the windows. And he says he comes up with an estimate. And he says, or he'll get a call from a wife that says, I've got this leaky faucet in the kitchen, and I've been asking my husband to fix it for the last 3 months, and he ain't doing it. How much will it cost me to have you come and fix that faucet? And he gives him an estimate, and off he goes, and he does. So he's doing honeydew jobs for all these different people, and he's busy constantly. I said, that's cool. I almost hired him a couple times. Mike says, amen to that, Dave. I do the same thing, watch YouTube videos while I'm doing chores. I just as killed. Hey, Dojo. Hi, buddy. Hey. Hi. Yeah, I'm only up for about another 10 minutes, and then I got to shut it down. But then I'm back up at 7 p.m. Central Time here for Sty Story Sunday. Just burning up my afternoon is what I'm doing right now. Oh, what's his number? Mike says, yeah. I'd have to dig to see if I still got his card. Yeah. Oh, he's a busy bugger. Well, you got 2 cities, about 1 million apiece in them cities, and people. There's an awful lot of folks that can't get their honey to do what they want done. So he's a busy boy. In fact, at that coffee break we had, he said that he actually had two guys working with him, so as employees. Yeah, Travis, I do that a lot too. I'll have videos editing in the background while I'm on a stream. Yeah. Yeah. Dojo, boy, yeah. He kicked butt yesterday, sucking down that old toe of Satan. Oh, you guys are nuts, man. They were over at Everything Spicy's. They had this suck off competition. They were all sucking on these toes of Satan. And it just, oh, it was almost as tough to watch as it was if you were participating. Yeah, it was good though. Dojo, he was a champ, man. He did good. They all did. They all of them. That yeah. I won't do it. I won't do it. Uh. Yeah, what a wonderful bunch of folks. I want to thank you all before I get close to shutting down. Hour and 5 minutes. Killed it, shocked himself. Yeah, yeah, you did awesome. I'm telling you. Yeah. But oh man, I can hear the sleet coming down out there. But what I was gonna say is I want to thank all of you folks for popping in on this unscheduled chat today and having a cup of coffee with Sty, a 2 hour cup of coffee. But I was saying earlier, throughout the winter, there'll be a lot of these going on. There'll be a lot of these. Um, no, I haven't seen Yoren. Um, oh, so you found me through Yoren. Hey, Yoren, he's an awesome guy. Yeah, awesome guy. Um, yeah, yeah. Yoren got into bed. I wouldn't blame him, but he's like so many of us. He has trouble sleeping too. So many of us seem to be insomniacs, doesn't it? Um, so yeah, I think I'm getting myself geared up for the winter. I won't be able to do as many videos. Um, I'm trying to come up with something I might do as a video series to keep some regular videos going up. But over the winter, there'll just be a lot of streams, I think. I think I'm going to come up with some topic based ones where we're on a specific topic, but an awful lot of these impromptu kind of streams because I just love chatting with you folks and seeing what's going on. And we have a great time tending to reminisce and think back to things and share that stuff. It's a blast. Yeah, yeah, Joran, he is very supportive, very very supportive. Yes, yes, yeah. I've got him over on my YouTube, Facebook group, Sty Shack, and got him to get his anytime he's streaming or doing something. Make sure I told him make sure to post it over there. Um, Over 80 followers in that group now, and yeah, it's just with Yoren, it's so hard because he's such a um, he he's so polite. I mean, he's just so polite. He's just a polite person, and um, yeah, and he's a caring person. So yeah, anybody that doesn't like Yoren, I wouldn't be too thrilled with myself. I wouldn't be thrilled with that person. Glory, oh, oh Lord, You didn't need to do that. Thank you so much. Hi, Nemi. We're getting ready another 5 minutes to shut this one down, but I'll be back up again in 2 hours. Oh, it's good to see you, Nemi. And that was very, very sweet of you, Glory. Very, very sweet. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that puts me in coffee for a while. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nemi, it's a bummer. It's a bummer, but it's always great to see you. Always great to see you. Yeah, I have my regular Sunday night Sty Story night at 7 p.m. Central Time here in the U.S. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's just so many of you folks that I see your names pop up, and I just, oh my lord, yeah, I just you make my day just being there, and all the new folks that I get to meet. Um, the today, Glory. I mean, it's awesome meeting you, Glory. The and Glory's got a very very interesting channel. I mean, I just taken a peek and yeah, gosh, yes. Get over there, folks, and check her out. Lots of, yeah. She's got one of those variety type channels that that just about anybody could go there and find something of interest. Old man's got to go. Wife has a honeydew for me. Yeah, totally understand. Um, hey, Bradley. Hey, Bradley. Yeah, shucks. I knew there'd be people popping in at the end, but um, I'll be back up, like I said, in 2 hours. Um, wow. Dojo, God, my heart goes out for you. That yeah, getting that process done is just heartbreaking. Oh no, obviously that it can't happen. That can't happen. I need a couple hours. I got to get some things done before my next stream tonight. So, and he says, I don't know if I could be in the next stream. I have to wake up 6 a.m. tomorrow. I have to go back to college. I'm sad, but I talk to my parent with my parents, and I'll get that little Wi-Fi thing, and I'll be able. That would be awesome, Nemi. That would be awesome. We'd be able to see you more often. That'd be great. That'd be so great. Yeah, Bradley just got back from camping. Oh, that's one thing I'll look forward to if this time next year I decide I'm hitting the road as my life. I'll be camping all the time, literally living out of the Sty Shack too, traveling around the country. Yeah, it'll be a blast. Well, folks, that's it. We hit the 2 hour mark. It's 5 p.m. here. I got a bunch of things I got to get done before I can do my stream yet tonight. And I will pick up with all of you that can make it. I'll pick up with you there. Nemi, no plans for New Year's. um, thanks, Glory. Loved having you here. Yeah, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. Go to sleep too. Have to wake up in 6 hours. Time for work. Early morning shift. You have a good day at work, Lori. And Travis, I shall see you later for sure. And Nemi, we will see you again. Yes. And all of you, all of you, have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you may be. Um, and I'll see you all that can make it in 2 hours at the Sty Shack for Sty Story Sunday. So until then, all of you take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Oh, if I can find my, yeah, I wasn't prepared. My backgrounds were not ready. Uh, so we shall, um, one way or the other, I'm going to shut this down. Okay, folks, I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye bye.